Shalom, Barakatah. This is High Priest Call Halal of the Law, back with another video lesson, giving all praises, honor, power, glory, dominion, majesty, reverence, blessings, worship, love, and admiration to the Most High, Yahweh, and Yahweh only. Double honors, triple honors to Yahweh and Yahweh only. No Bahashem. Understand that? Alright? Now, the title of today's video lesson is The Second Earth is Real. The second earth is real. Alright? And welcome to class. We about to cut these non-believers up like arts and crafts. Yeah, that's right. Welcome to the YOZ University, the YOZ School, and we're learning about the second earth today. Yes, the second earth is real, and it's serious. Life is serious. At the end of our lives, we face an ultimate judgment from the Most High God, Yahweh, and we will receive our ultimate reward, whether that is good or bad. But this is serious. Life is serious. Life is not a joke. Like that old saying goes, it's a simple saying. Life is serious. Life is not about partying. You shouldn't be thinking about just having fun all the time. A righteous man, a godly man, a righteous woman, a godly woman is not just thinking about having fun all the time, because life is serious. This is a test that we're living, and it's a testimony towards ourselves, or it could be a testimony against ourselves in the afterlife, hereafter, to prove to ourselves why we are in that royal seat, because we are godly and we kept the commandments of the Most High God. And that's who we truly are. That's what we delight in. Cleanliness, godliness, lawfulness, right? Or it could be a testimony against ourselves. Our lives can be a testimony against ourselves. Why in the afterlife? We're servants, slaves, suffering. Because during this test called life, we didn't seek righteousness. All we did was sought out a party, pleasures, drunkenness, getting high, pleasing the flesh, right? Sexual immorality. All of this stuff is sin and vanity, a waste of time, overindulging into pleasures. All right? So life is serious. The Torah Tanakh is serious. These prophecies is serious. These curses are serious. These curses, these scriptures are real. We live it. We walk it. We breathe it. It's real. So we have to take it serious. These teachings are serious. The Most High God's teachers are serious, and we're serious about His laws, keeping them, teaching to keep them. All right? So let's go. Let's get off into this. And we're proving that the second earth is real. The Most High God is going to resurrect everyone back into physical form. Yes, when we die, we will all be resurrected back to physical form and live out our judgment and our reward on the second earth. The wicked right along with the righteous. If you are wicked, you will have a wicked reward, a harsh punishment. If you are righteous, you're going to have a righteous reward. Pleasures evermore. Royalty, riches. Right? All right. Now let's get off into this video lesson and prove that the second earth is real. Isaiah chapter 49, verse 4. Then I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for naught and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with Yahweh and my work with my God. Now, what the prophet Isaiah is saying here is that before the Most High God revealed to him that there is a second earth and that there is more life after this life, he was just like every other righteous person that's keeping the commandments of the Most High God. He didn't know. He didn't know what happens after death. Is that it? Is it more life? He just didn't know. Right? Like most of us. So he is saying, I said, when he didn't know, he said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for naught. Because that's exactly what it will be if there is no afterlife, if there is no second earth, if there's no more life after this. That's exactly what we are doing. We are laboring in vain and giving our strength for nothing, because it takes strength to be righteous. Because when you are righteous and godly, you are under all kinds of spiritual attacks, physical attacks, and everything, right? Because these devils are in physical form as well as spiritual. Even when you are making a video lesson, you are under so many spiritual attacks right before you make the video lesson. So many things outside are trying to interrupt the video lesson. Your inner circle is coming against you, especially when you are teaching this full truth, this truth to serve the Most High God, Yahweh only, and to keep His commandments. You are under so many spiritual attacks. And I would say that that's why a lot of people do not teach, because you are under a lot of spiritual attacks. And before you can even get the video out the way you want it, you are interrupted so many times. It's very draining. It's very stressful. Us teachers, we are on a higher level of spiritual attacks, right? And you got to be strong. But all of us that are righteous, we got to be strong. And if there is no second earth, no second life, then all of this is in vain. It's for nothing, right? But the wicked, they made their mind up. You see, Isaiah here, before he was taught about the second earth, the hereafter, he just didn't know. But the wicked, they have made their mind up that there is no life after this one. So they say YOLO. You only live once. YOLO. You only live once. YOLO. And they party and they live it up. Just like Christianity, prosperity gospel teaches. Live your best life. They live it up. Right? Indulging in all kind of pleasures. Sexual pleasures. Overindulging in eating. They're not fasting. It takes strength to fast. You need motivation to fast. To really fast, you need a spiritual motivation. Right? So, yeah. If it's not a second earth, if it's not a second life, all of this is for nothing. Right? So, the Most High God revealed the second earth to the prophet Isaiah. And that's why he says, yet surely my judgment is with Yahweh and my work with my God. Yes, his reward and his works is with the Most High God. The Most High God will never forget our works, the work that we put in this righteous walk. All of the works, even sowing into the ministry, a little. You sowed into this ministry that teaches to serve the Most High God, Yahweh only. The Most High God will never forget that, and you will be rewarded double, triple, quadruple for that. Keeping these commandments. It may not be a reward now, but your judgment is with Yahweh, and your works is with our God, Yahweh. All right? So let's go to Isaiah 41 and 23. Isaiah 41 and 23. Show the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods. Yeah, do good or do evil, that we may be dismayed and behold it together. So some context right here. The Most High God is saying that he's the only living God. He's the only God that exists. And that all these other false gods of the nations are idols. They do not breathe, they do not smell, they do not hear nor talk. They are idols. Just like JC of the New Testament, an invisible idol. See, they got more crafty and clever with their spreading of idols. JC of the New Testament is a fictional character. He is an invisible idol. So he's imaginary. And there's a thin line between spiritual and imaginary. Okay? He's imaginary. He's an invisible idol. But the Most High God is saying, if they are real gods, let these idols that you believe are gods show you the things that are to come hereafter. See, there is a hereafter. There is an afterlife. right? So this is what a God can do. The creator of this whole life, the creator of this world, he can show you what is to come after this life. And what is to come after this life is what he revealed to his holy prophets. But these other idols can't do that. So that's the Most High God's power. And that's how he let us know that he exists. That's one of the things that he does to let us know that he exists. He tells us about what is to come. He tells us about the second life on the second earth. All right. Moving on. Let's go to Isaiah 33. And we're going to start at verse 20. This is Isaiah 33, verse 20. Look upon Zion, the city of our solemnities. Thine eyes shall see Jerusalem, a quiet habitation. Okay, now this is a vision. Isaiah is having a vision of the second earth. Thy eyes shall see Jerusalem, a quiet habitation. Now, when has Jerusalem ever been a quiet habitation? A tabernacle, a sanctuary that shall not be taken down. The first temple was taken down. The second temple was taken down. But this temple on the second earth will not be taken down. This tabernacle shall not be taken down, and Jerusalem will be a quiet habitation. That's not on this earth. Jerusalem is not a paradise on this earth, but the second earth is parallel to this earth, right? So it is a quiet habitation on the second earth. Look at Jerusalem in this day. Is it a quiet habitation? Is there peace in the Middle East? No. The fake Jews, the Edomites that are pretending to be us over there in our land, they are constantly at war. It's bombs and missiles that are being dropped on Jerusalem, that are being dropped on the land of Israel, and all kind of chaos. All kind of chaos is springing up. It's not a quiet habitation. Okay? They are at war with Hamas, the Arabs. It's not a quiet habitation. There's no sanctuary. There's no tabernacle. It was already taken down. Not one of these stakes thereof shall ever be removed. Right? There's buildings that's being blown up. But on the second earth, not one of these stakes thereof shall ever be removed, neither shall any of the cords thereof be broken. There's houses that's being blown apart in Israel today. Right? Isaiah 33, verse 21. But there, on the second earth, the glorious Lord will be unto us a place of broad rivers and streams, wherein shall go no galley with oars, neither shall gallant ship pass thereby. Right? But there the glorious Lord will be unto us a place of broad rivers and streams. This is paradise. This is Jerusalem on the second earth, our quiet habitation. Yahweh is there, right? The real presence of Yahweh is there. But there the glorious Lord will be unto us a place of broad rivers and streams, right? There is no broad rivers and streams flowing through Jerusalem today. So this is Jerusalem on the second earth, wherein shall go no galley with oars, neither shall gallant ship pass thereby. Right? A gallant ship is used for warfare or trading merchandise. Right? So there's not going to be any of that on the second earth. But, there will be trading of slaves on ships, because Joel chapter 3 verse 6 through 8, it says that these Africans and these Grecians that we were sold to are going to have to go through their own transatlantic slave trade, where we're going to sell their children afar off. So we're going to need ships for that, right? See, you have to be careful and do not confuse the two about the prophecies and judgments that are to come on this earth and the prophecies and judgments that are to come on the second earth. Okay? Reading on. For Yahweh is our judge. Yahweh is our lawgiver. Yahweh is our king. He will save us. Yahweh is our savior. He's our judge. He's our king. And it will be like that, with no confusion, on the second earth. Everyone will know that JC was just an idol. And everyone will know the one and only true living God. He is our ultimate king. He's our judge. He will save us. Save us from death. Save us from the grave by resurrecting us back to life in physical form on a physical earth, the second earth. All praises be to the Most High God, Yahweh. Yahweh be praised. Glory be to Yahweh. Thy tacklings are loose. They could not well strengthen their mass. They could not spread the sail. Then is the prey of a great spoil divided. The lame take the prey. All right. So this is like revenge of the slave, right? Our chains are loosed. Our worries are loosed. Our worries, our stress, our depression, our anxiety is no more, right? Then is the prey of a great spoil divided. We're going to divide the heathens, right? And the inhabitant shall not say, I am sick. So this is not a prophecy about this earth. People get sick on this earth, and they are always going to be sick on this earth. A nuclear missile is definitely not going to change that. All right? Because you got, the Christian lights, they don't fully know about the second earth, but they're not fully against it. But they more so teach that this earth is going to be refurbished, rebuilt by the Most High God after the nuclear blast, right? And the dead are going to come back to life and live here on this earth. But only the living is going to live on this earth. The Most High God will shield a lot of us from the nuclear destruction. And those that survive it, they will rebuild this earth. And this earth is always going to be this earth. You're going to deal with sickness. You're going to deal with wild beasts. You're going to have to die and go to the second earth. You're going to have to, deal with some stress. And the inhabitants shall not say, I am sick. You will not be sick on the second earth. The people that dwell therein shall be forgiven their iniquities. Okay, you will have to lived. You will have to have lived out your life to be forgiven of your iniquity. Okay, so this is after your life, right? Because us that seek out the Most High God to keep His commandments, we are the ones that are given mercy and grace and favor. Those that keep the commandments of the Most High God. All right. It says, the people that dwell therein shall be forgiven their iniquity. All right. Now, we're not perfect, but we strive to be perfect. Practice makes perfect. So if we practice to be perfect, we will be perfect. We're practicing to be perfect in the eyes of the Most High God. Deuteronomy 6:25. Keeping the commandments is our righteousness. That's the standard of righteous. Whether you keep the commandments or not, how well you keep the commandments, how many commandments you keep, that's your standard of righteousness. Now we're going to go to Isaiah 35:5. All right. So let's go to Isaiah 35:5. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. All this will take place on the second earth. This is a vision that is given to the prophet Isaiah about the second earth. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Right? There's not going to be any lames, any cripples. It's not going to be any blind people or deaf people or overweight people in the kingdom. You know? But on this earth, you do have that, and you will always have that. Then shall the lame man leap as an hart, and the tongue of the dumb sing. For in the wilderness shall waters break out, and streams in the desert. Right? So you will come out of death, come out of darkness, and this beautiful second earth will start appearing to you. That's you seeing these waters break out in streams out of an empty place. You coming to life again on the second earth. So we must be very careful to keep the Most High God's commandments and satisfy and please the Most High God with our deeds, with our works, keeping His commandments so that we can see the second earth and have a glorious position on the second earth. And the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land springs of water. In the habitation of dragons, where each lay, shall be grass with reeds and rushes. Right? So the second earth is much more beautiful than this earth. And an highway shall be there, and a way, and it shall be called the way of holiness. The unclean shall not pass over it, but it shall be for those, the wayfaring men, though fools, shall not err therein. Okay? So there are not going to be any foolish men in the kingdom breaking the commandments, acting foolishly, being ignorant, being drunk, being high and stuck and dumb and lame, stupid, foolish, right? It's not going to be none of that, right? The unclean is not going to see this beautiful part of the kingdom, this beautiful part of the second earth. The wicked, the unclean, they're going to a different part of the second earth. Right? So we will bring out the captivity hell that the wicked is going to go into on the second earth. That's another video lesson. All right. No lion shall be there, nor any ravenous beast. All right. No lion shall be there, nor any ravenous beast shall go up thereon. It shall not be found there. But the redeemed shall walk there. Nothing will hurt us. Nothing will hurt us. Nothing that will hurt us will be on the second earth. That's not this earth. right? Now, when it says no lion will be there, no lion that is going to hunt us down, kill, and rip us apart. The scriptures goes on to tell us in detail that the lion will eat straw like the bullock, right? And the ransom of Yahweh shall return. You will return to the Most High God. All souls go back to the Most High God, and you will be resurrected in physical form and come to Zion with songs and everlasting joy. Everlasting. You're not dying. You're not going to die again. Everlasting joy upon their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away. There's only going to be pleasures evermore, happiness and joy and gladness and singing beautiful songs, the most beautiful songs that you have ever heard in your life. And you're going to have perfect bodies. We're going to have perfect bodies, perfect faces, no acne, no blemishes. Everyone is going to be shining, right? Clear skin, beautiful. The Spirit of the Most High God is there. So women are going to be in order, soft and feminine, and loving and caring like they're supposed to be. They're going to know their place. And the men are going to be real men, not soft and effeminate, acting like women, but protecting the women and loving the women. The women are not going to be jealous of other women. They're going to have that real sisterhood with their sisters to understand that the man is a real king, a real lord. And some women will be happy to share a king. Okay, because really women, they will be happy on this earth to share a king. It's like an average man is what they have problem with sharing. But a rich king, and we will all be rich kings, yeah, they don't have problems with that. They don't have a problem with sharing a rich king that's going to give them the freedom and liberty to really enjoy life so that they don't have to work and all of that. It's going to be beautiful. All right. Now, let's continue on and let's go to Job. Job speaks of the second earth. Let's go to Job chapter 3, verse 11. Job chapter 3, verse 11. This is Job chapter 3, verse 11. Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out the belly? Why did the knees prevent me? Or why the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet. I should have slept. Then had I been at rest. Rest with kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves. So he's saying if he was never born, or if he was a stillborn and he died at birth, he would have went directly to the second earth, to paradise, where there are kings and counselors of the earth, right? Which built desolate places for themselves, right? So the kings that were living but came back to life, or with princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver. Princes that were dead had gold but came back to life. He will be with them. Or as in hidden, untimely birth, I had not been, as infants which never saw light. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. Right? Like we just established in Isaiah 35. There's not going to be no fools there, no wicked people there. There the prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor. We're resting. There's not going to be anyone on the second earth oppressing us, right? There's not going to be any wicked demons that don't love the Most High God around us, that don't respect the Most High God. The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master. There you go. We're going to be free on the second earth, right? Now, let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah had a vision of the second earth. Let's go to Jeremiah 31. And we're going to start at 31. Okay, Jeremiah 31, verse 31. Behold, the days come, says Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, says Yahweh. This is that second earth, new covenant on the new earth, the second earth. You know, it is required of a new covenant for a new earth. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, says Yahweh. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people. Okay? So our laws are going into Salakia. His laws are going into our inward parts. Okay? And mainly just one law. One law. And that's the first most important law. Exodus 20:3. Thou shalt have no other gods. Okay? That is the law that's going to be in our inward parts. All right? So let that be known, because the New Testament, they twisted that. They made that a plural. They made laws plural when that's just singular. You know, and we're going to get off into that video, lesson 2 of this whole new covenant, and how the New Testament tried to twist it to make it seem like, you know, the laws were done away with, and, you know, this brought about the law of liberty, You know, no. And the laws are just in your inward parts, and you just know the law without the letter on this earth. No, right? So we see right here that it says singular law. That law is the law of idolatry, the most important law, the law that we constantly see the Most High God is concerned with, right? And the Most High God, He really lashes us, He really punishes us for breaking that law of idolatry. But we're going to elaborate more on it in another video lesson. This video lesson, we're proving that the second earth is real. We're going to elaborate on how the New Testament twisted that verse and all of that. We already got the video lesson written out about it. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahweh. For they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, says Yahweh. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. So we're not in the new covenant where everyone will know Yahweh. We are still in the old covenant, the Old Testament. We don't need a New Testament. We are still thriving to keep the Most High God's commandments, and obeying His commandments will save us, because that is in the old covenant, the current covenant, right? All right. Now let's go to stay in the same verse. We're going to stay in the same chapter, Salakia. And we're going to go to verse 40. Jeremiah 31, verse 40. And the whole valley of the dead bodies and of the ashes in all the fields unto the brook of Kidron, unto the corner of the horse gate toward the east, shall be holy unto Yahweh. It shall not be plucked up, nor thrown down any more forever. Right? So dead bodies are coming back to life. Right? It's holy. It's sacred unto Yahweh. Right? Those dead bodies are going to be holy unto Yahweh. Right? Forever. Right? He's going to bring us back to life. Right? Our reward is after death. Let's go to Ezekiel. Ezekiel speaks of the second earth, and not just in the valley of dry bones, the whole process of resurrecting and being brought back into physical form. Yeah, that's the valley of dry bones, Ezekiel 37, right? But this tells us about that ultimate judgment that will occur after this life. Let's go to Ezekiel 18, 21 and 22. Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 21. But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he has committed, and keep all my statutes, and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live. He shall not die. Okay, so we know that this is about the second earth, because even if a person on this earth decide not to keep the statutes of the Most High God, and to do things that are lawful, he still is going to live. He still is going to live his life. We see that now. That's truth, right? We see that with the wicked. They don't instantly die when they decide that they're not going to keep the commandments of the Most High God. So the Most High God is talking about after this life. When you die, you shall live because you turned from wickedness. You started to commit righteousness and keeping his commandments and doing things lawful. You shall surely live and not die. Die the second death. You will live the second life on the second earth. A lot of people are going to die a second death. Okay? All his transgressions that he has committed, they shall not be mentioned unto him. In his righteousness that he has done, he shall live. See, righteousness is something that you do. It's something that has to be done. But the New Testament says that you earn righteousness just by believing in JC and what JC has done. That's not true. The Most High God says, in his righteousness that he has done, he shall live. So, in a man's righteousness that he has done, he shall live. And that's Deuteronomy 6:25. Let's get that. That's your righteousness. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before Yahweh our God as he commanded us. That's how you live and be in paradise after this life. It's very serious. And it's nothing to play with. It's nothing to doubt because it is written. All right? Just like these curses were written and we are living it, the second earth and the rewards on the second earth are written, and we will be living those pleasures and those perks. Just like we're living these curses on the second earth, if we keep the commandments, we are going to be living the blessings of the second earth. All right? Now we're going to go to Jeremiah 22, and we're going to start at verse 11. And we're going to see that regeneration is fake, because that's what the One West Christian Camps teaches. Regeneration, all souls come back to this earth. Jeremiah 22, verse 11. For thus says Yahweh touching Shallum, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, which reigned instead of Josiah his father, which went forth out of this place. He shall not return thither any more. All right? So, if resurrection was real and you resurrect every few generations or whatever, however they say it is, you just keep coming back to the earth, then this son of Josiah, then he would return back to Israel. right? But he shall die in the place whither they have led him captive, and shall see this land no more. And there you go. When you die, you don't come back to see this land anymore. You're not going to see this earth anymore. You're not coming back, right? And regeneration is fake, is debunked, right? The second earth has been shown to us. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. It's Ecclesiastes. We're going to go to Ecclesiastes chapter 9. And we're going to start at verse 5. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more a reward, for the memory of them is forgotten. Also, their love and their hatred and their envy is now perished. Neither have they any more a portion forever in anything that is done under the sun. See, you don't have a portion anymore. This is regeneration debunked again. You don't have, when you die, you don't have a portion of anything on this earth under this sun. You're not coming back here, right? Neither have they any more a portion forever in anything that is done under the sun. All right. Now we know on the second earth that the Most High God will be our sun and our moon. All right. So souls do not come back here. When you die, you're gone. You're not coming back. Right? You're done with this earth. You don't get another chance at this test. You're done. And soon, the people on this earth will forget you. Yeah, you'll be forgotten. Some people will make history and it'll be brought up every now and then, but for the most part, you'll be forgotten. Let's go to Isaiah 65 and 17. Isaiah 65 and 17. Yeah, the Most High God tells us in the scriptures that He is our sun and our moon on the second earth. Right? Isaiah 65 and 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth. He said He creates new heavens, a new sky, and a new earth. And the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. Okay? And when He says the former things, He means the bad memories that you had, the bad experiences that you may have had on this earth. We're going to go back, grab a little context. We're going to start at verse 16. That he who blesses himself in the earth shall bless himself in the God of truth. And he that sweareth and the earth shall swear by the God of truth, because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from my eyes. See, the former troubles, the former things will not come to mind, the former troubles. Okay, so right here in verse 17, he says, for behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind. So you're going to know that, yeah, you were living, you died, and you came back to earth, and that this new earth, the second earth, is way better, much more better than where you were living before, and it's peace, right? It's more loving, it's more satisfying, right? And you're going to be able to remember the people that were on the second earth. Salakia, you're going to remember the people that were on the first earth, this earth, when you see them on the second earth, right? You're going to be able to recognize them, but just the troubles, the negative things, you won't remember. All right? Right? You won't be worrying about, oh, I'm on the second earth and my kids are not here. They're still on the first earth taking the test. You won't worry about that. Everything will be made clear to you that you took part in the Most High God task of bringing souls to life on earth, and that your real family is on the second earth once everyone has been judged. And that's when your real life starts. This is just like a prelim. This life is just like a prelim, right? So when we read on and we know that this is not after the nuclear blast and all of that stuff that the Christian life teaches, because the way the Most High God speak of this new earth is nothing like this earth, right? It says, but be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. He create paradise, a second earth. You have to be in physical form to enjoy it. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. That's not something that happens on this earth, right? He creates a new earth. He didn't say he's going to restore this earth. He says a new earth and a new heaven, a new sky and all, right? Completely new from scratch. Basically just from his word, because the Most High God is the true God that just speaks it and it comes into existence. You know, he will have his way. He will have the desire of his heart. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that has not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner, being 100 years old, shall be accursed. All right? So the days are going to be really slowed up on the second earth. After 100 years a child will still be a child. And if you die the second death on the second earth at 100 years old, that means you were a part of the wicked. You're cursed. That's your judgment for being wicked in this life. You even live to 100, and even that would be like, wow, that's just a real curse. Because even as the wicked, you're supposed to live longer than that, right? On the second earth. That's nothing like this earth. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. It's nothing like this earth. Now, we read about the plans that the Most High God have on this earth after the nuclear destruction, and that's in Amos 9:11 through 12. He says that he's going to build this earth up as in the days of old, in the days of King David's era, in the golden era of King David, when the Israelites were ruling in their golden era. That's how this earth is going to be. Okay? They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and my elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. Okay, so in King David's time, people didn't live as long as a tree, but that's the plans that the Most High God has for this earth. All the technology, right? And people say that it's the earth and advancements of technology and the progression of the earth, it's all going to be destroyed. And it's going to reset and go back to old times and be rebuilt as the days of King David on this earth. That's the plans the Most High God has for this earth. And people did not live as long as a tree for 4,000 to 5,000 years, right? Because trees just keep living, especially if you're taking care of them. The longest tree on earth, on this earth, is like 5,000 years old. The longest living tree is 5,000 years old. The Most High God says, for as the days of a tree are the days of my people. People wasn't living all the way up to 5,000 years on this earth. Okay? Definitely not during the time of King David. Okay? They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of Yahweh, and their offspring with them. Right? We will be able to have children on this second earth, and blessed are those children that we have on the second earth, because all they will know is paradise. All right, that's where our real family is at. Your wife may be wicked, and she may not make it to the kingdom, but her sister may be there, and the Most High God may give you her sister, may give you all 5 of her sisters, and they will be happy and rejoice in sharing you. right? And no one will be a rival wife or anything like that, right? Yeah, yeah. And you're going to be able to have children on the second earth. And these children is who you're going to be concerned with. Not going to be concerned with former children that are still going through their test on this earth, and you already then grew of age and you passed on, and you taught them righteousness. If you really taught your children righteousness and they learned from you and they walked in it, then you will also see them on the second earth. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. That's not on this earth. You can't just talk to the Most High God and He talks back on this earth. And sometimes the Most High God will speak back to you, appear to you, have an angel appear to you and speak to you. Yeah, I experienced that myself. But the Most High God is saying, He's going to speak to us clear as day on the second earth. Every time. Every time we reach out to Him. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. You will have no trouble. You will have no need of anything. You get on your knees to pray to the Most High God for something before you can get on your knees. It is there. It's provided for you. Right? The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock. See, here it is. It's not going to be any ravenous, wild, frightening, killer beast on the second earth. Those beasts will be there, but they will not have that killer instinct in them. They will not have that spirit in them because they will eat straw. They will not desire flesh. And we are going to be in flesh on the second earth. We are going to be in physical form. That's why He's telling you, don't worry. On the second earth, the wolf, the lion, they will eat straw like the bullock. They will not desire your flesh. Meaning we will be in human flesh again. That's not about this earth. That doesn't happen on this earth. What? The wolf and the lamb? Well, the wolf is going to eat the lamb. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock. No, lions like meat. They like flesh on this earth. This is about the second earth. And death shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, says Yahweh. There you go. Right? Let's go to Isaiah 66 and 22. Isaiah 66 and 22. And the Most High God speaks on the second earth again. Literally. A new earth. A second earth. Isaiah 66 and 22. For as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make shall remain before me, says Yahweh. So shall your seed and your name remain. So we're not going to die, the righteous. We're just going to live on. Of course, not everyone is going to be able to receive this blessing of eternal life. Even people that wasn't like overly wicked. I mean, you really have to be really special to get this eternal life. You got to be really on fire for the Most High God, right? And you will remain before the Most High God on the second earth, you and your seed, forever, forever and ever. So shall your seed, so it's going to be sex on the second earth, so shall your seed and your name remain, right? So let's go to Proverbs 23 and 18, but in the New King James Version. Let's see what it says. Okay, we're here at Proverbs 23 and 18, and it reads in the King James Version first. For surely there is an end, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Yeah, for surely there is a death, but your expectations of a second earth, it will not fail. It will not be cut off. The New King James Version makes it more clear. It says, for surely there is a hereafter, and your hope will not be cut off. Your hope of this hereafter, of the second earth that we read about, this paradise, will not be cut off. You will not be disappointed. So don't worry. Don't fear death. Only fear the Most High God, what He will do to you if you do not keep His commandments and you follow teachings that teaches you that you are not able to keep His commandments and that you can't keep His commandments. Keep His commandments because you know you can. Keep His commandments and don't make no excuses. Life is serious and the second earth is real.